The diplomatic stage is set for a high-stakes meeting on the Korean Peninsula. The leaders of North and South Korea will hold the first summit between their two nations in more than a decade, and that gets underway tonight, our time. Security today very tight in Panmunjom, where the talks will take place. It is the same spot where the armistice ending the Korean War was signed back in 1953. The president of South Korea, Jae-in, and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un could take the first step tomorrow to putting decades of mistrust, tensions, and military threats behind them. Canadian veterans of the Korean War will be watching that meeting very closely. Many still carry deep emotional scars, and some of them shared their memories and their expectations of the summit with our Karen Pauls.
This is a top priority for
86-year-old Michael Zaboka doesn't watch a lot of TV, but he will tomorrow.
It's something that's, of course, of keen interest to me.
Back in 1950, Zaboka lied about his age to enlist.
The first thing we saw was about 70 black American soldiers who had been bayoneted machine guns, and there was blood all over the snow, and I didn't eat for about 3 days.
Zaboka fought in the Battle of Kapyong in 1951. It was the result of a massive spring offensive by the communist forces who outnumbered the coalition.
The Chinese attacked us one evening. There were about 500 came up the hill, and we turned our mortars around 180 degrees, and we fired 650 caliber machine guns. We wiped them out, all 500. They were just blood and gore all over.
The fighting stopped in Korea with an armistice in July 1953, but 7,000 Canadians continued serving as peacekeepers for another 2 years.
Just only got three.
Frank Orvis and Gerald Bennett grew up together in the northern Manitoba community of Matheson Island. They were part of the peacekeeping force between 1953 to 54.
We stayed there and patrolled the line for quite a while after it was over.
This meeting was unthinkable just last year when North Korea conducted a sixth and most powerful nuclear test. The two leaders will meet in this border village, the first time since the end of the war that a North Korean leader will cross the border. There will be a welcoming ceremony and banquet and live TV broadcasts for key parts of the summit.
The challenges are
half a world away in Winnipeg, Michael Zaboka will be watching.
I hope that this meeting takes place and that they can arrange for some mutually agreeable situation where we can live together. I think I've always had that hope.
Karen Pauls, CBC News, Winnipeg.